Okay, so I want to come a little bit from a scientific point of view. Now, both male and female, when they start approaching a certain age, they get into that puberty phase. That puberty phase is where you start seeing hormonal changes. For the boys, their voice will break. For the girls, they can start developing breasts and all that, the hairs in certain areas. So already, once that puberty has kicked in, hormones are now at play.
Yeah.
So that little girl that didn't used to see a boy and feel a certain way will start seeing a boy and feel a certain way.
I start feeling self-conscious
And being more conscious about her hair,
Her look.
her looks, and all that. So it starts back in the day. At least I know that up until I think I was 13 before I even experienced puberty. Now you have these days
8
kids,
years.
8 years they've already
Yeah.
started. So because of the early onset of puberty, the whole teenage love, crushes, and all that is now starting early.
Yeah.
Much to the high blood pressure of parents because we don't want to know. We just want to believe that our sweet little
So
girl,
innocent.
sweet little boy
Is innocent.
doesn't know the difference between June and July. You know what I mean by June and July. But that's just the reality of it. So
Yeah.
I think that we should start the conversation even way before
Yeah,
they
I
get
agree.
into teenage, and especially so. Let me also say this: if you are in certain climes, most of Africa and some parts of the Asian country where they're still very traditional in their ways, even if the child is going through it, you dare not talk about it. It's not a conversation. It's just hush. It's just hush in the house because the environment do not allow the kids to speak up. So we all know that when we're in secondary school, we saw boys that we're like, oh, this boy is fine, but you can't even tell anybody. Maybe you at best to talk to your own sisters.
Sisters or
You
friends.
can't talk to your mom. Your mom will say, go and read your book. Is that in school they sent you to go? But when you live in the Western climate, it's kind of different because there's more room for you to talk. The kids are given more space or more allowance to express themselves from way younger. So I think these teenage love or crushes tend to be more visible. I think that's the word. More visible here because kids are encouraged to speak. So at an early age, you even okay. So sorry, I'm talking too much, but let me just paint case in point. I remember when I first came here, and it was Valentine, and I was surprised. My little boy in the daycare, and they had cards. Little girls sent him card. Oh, I love you. I do this, and I'm like, daycare. It started too early, but I remember back home in my home country in Nigeria. Even at Valentine, you are hiding. If you want to we're talking about secondary school now, teenagers already. If you want to write any Valentine card, you will hide it.
Yeah.
You would use people telegram. You will pass it to this person on this desk. That will pass it to this person and pass it to this person before it gets to the boy. But it's a different. So we can't. What I'm trying to say is we cannot put a definite cap. It depends on what part of the world you're talking about. It can be early or later.